case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
The U.S. Board of Tax Appeals in 1939 ruled on a dispute involving a $23.62 income tax deficiency. The case, known as Smith v. Commissioner, arose when a couple sought to claim a deduction for their expenses in hiring nursemaids to look after their child while both parents were employed. Previously, the couple's deduction had been disallowed, leading to legal action. In essence, the pair sought to challenge the long-standing norm that personal expenses, such as the cost of hiring nursemaids, could not be deducted from income tax under the Revenue Act of 1936, Section 24A. Aside from this central argument, the couple also posited that because the working wife was a relatively modern phenomenon, this employment should justify the deductibility of expenses stemming from employing a nursemaid. The lower court had not viewed the wife's gainful employment as a legitimate rationale for expanding the scope of deductible expenses. Upon examination of the case, the federal board concurred with the lower court's perspective. The court maintained that the care of children remains a fundamentally personal concern, regardless of the parent's employment status. While the wife's choice to work outside the home does present a societal change, the court discerned that this alteration does not transform the nature or classification of childcare expenses. The court cited a precedent in asserting that such expenditures remain personal in essence and are not subject to deduction. The court did recognize that certain personal expenses could indeed be admissible for deduction if they closely link to a profit-making occupation. However, it clarified that payments made to servile staff, nursemaids included, who cater to employers' personal desires are fundamentally personal expenditures and therefore non-deductible. In its final decision, the federal board ruled that under the Revenue Act of 1936, Section 24A, payments for personal employees, including nursemaids, were non-deductible expenses. Thus, the couple's attempted deduction was disallowed and the court's decision favored the respondent.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.